So here's what happened. Here's the culprit. I go to open my door and it just like cracks and pops and this and why did this happen? And here's the replacement part. I got it from someone in my state for like 15 bucks. Well, 10 and then 5 shipping, so that's the cheapest I could have gotten this piece. I'm gonna start with these 8mm bolts, 2 right here, I believe 2 along the edges down here. And then usually there'd be a Phillips head screw in there, but since the one that was in my car was the wrong type of screw, I just removed it. I think I may have it, yeah, I have it right in here actually. This screw sucks to take out, so I just removed it entirely. I don't really need it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to prop my phone up for anything, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out. Oh, looks like it's already practically pulled out. And usually you are supposed to remove this actually. Yeah, let me do this, remove this piece. You get a tiny Phillips head, pry under here a little bit, and then this pops out. And you can disconnect the battery, but for this tiny thing, I don't really care. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. So with this, I don't know why it's not in the tabs there. It was just with the bolts, but this is supposed to lift up. Oh, wait. This piece also can come off to make it easier. That just pulls off. Just lift up. Can't do it one-handed, but you just lift up. Lift up on both ends, pull the door panel off, and see the crappy wiring that is with my speaker. Jeez, I need to really, I mean it works, but I really need to fix that one day. This angle is probably going to be bad here, but one of the wires goes to the actual door itself. This will pull out, and wrap around, pull out, and then same with this one. Wrap around, pull out. And so let's just get a look at these. These two are different here, and they actually do go in certain spots. The one with all that looks like threads, but these aren't actually threads. This will go into the one that looks like a threaded bit but isn't threaded bit, and then this one will just go into the one that just slides in, or this one on bottom, the other one on top. So to me, the failure point was probably this piece right here. Let me see the other to compare it with. It just snapped. It honestly just snapped, like right around here. The way we remove this is by taking a Phillips head screwdriver and unscrewing this one screw. I'm a little stupid, I forgot about something. Around the corner, we gotta pry off this piece. Can I just do it without the screwdriver? That'd be great. Nope. Just get a flathead screwdriver and pry that off. It just snaps into place. And then remove this Phillips head as well. There's also a little plastic tab on the back that you gotta hold with your fingers while you're unscrewing this, or else it just spins forever. Here's the old and new parts side by side. I'm pretty sure you can tell that the one on the right is the old part. This lock doesn't even go back because of this crack right there, but this can freely move. Darn, that didn't break it. You get the point. The two Phillips head screwdrivers get installed. This piece should theoretically just snap back into place, one way or another. Then the clear / white one will go into the tab where there's only like one slide in available. I hope you gotta actually slide into the door piece first, and forgive the bad camera angle. That physically does just like push and snap into place. That's for the door. And then this one for the lock, if I could actually have the lock, we'll just go into the little tab there. And then it will line up with the lock. Yep, and it pushes into place. And then the door panel will slide back on. I've had trouble with this door panel on both sides in the past. So what I like to do is get lean the top one inward, since they're actually like tabs that slide into the door frame. And I just like to push those in there first. Those do kind of snap into place, like you just feel it slide in there. And before anything else, let me actually test it out that it works. Got my keys up there, door is locked. And then let me test from the inside. Perfect. It would be a good idea to feed this wire harness through before you put the panel on, but if you have pliers, you can, or just really, really long fingers, you could manage to get that in while the door panel's in. Hey, guess what, chat? I'm bad at this video game. I had to slide the wire harness through first, meaning I had to take the door trim back off to do so. Oh, I just found out the strat. You slide in this piece first, and then you slide in that side first, and it went on instantly. That was so easy. Next thing you got to do, if your door has the little pins right here, you got to push those into the holes, like, bam. And then the other side, bam. Mine doesn't have all those little things. You could buy them on Amazon for like 10 bucks for a pack of 50 of them, but like those ones also break easily. It's fine, it works. It's gonna go on by the bolts. There are 4 of these little 8mm bolts, which you could also get on with just the screws. Oh, and then this pushes back in. You gotta put in these screws, man, or else the door won't stay in place. I've taken this door on and off so many times I could have speed ran this job within 5 minutes or less, but I've been spending 20 minutes recording. You know, sometimes you just gotta get that YouTube content in, you know? Dang, these bolts really are just like long and tight bolts. Yep, it's on there. There's a very good difference between people on YouTube. There's the people that are very appreciative of the things that you're recording, because, you know, not everyone knows this stuff. And then there are the people who are unappreciative. On one of my other videos, some guy said blah blah blah, just get to the point already. Guess what? I was at the point from the very first second. I didn't ask for any likes or subscriptions. Then there was another guy that said, thank you, this very much helped me a lot. I'm about to go do this another day. And I'm like, oh, that's very cool. I'm glad I was able to give you some information. You know, some information is better than none. Not everything is instruction based, but I know better than to follow a hate comment. Also, I don't think this bolt is going all the way in, but that's alright, doesn't need to. Last one. There are, on some Celicas, there are little plastic covers to cover these bolts, but not only do they break very easily since they're so old, but they're also probably impossible to source. So if you do want like some sort of bolt cover, you'd be better just like 3D printing one. Can this bolt go in? Yeah, it can go in. There's also a screw. And then, here it is. Yoink. Oh, wait, what's that? What's this little, let me get my pliers. What's this doing here? It was gonna break anyways, so I just like finished the job there. Yeah, every single time I vacuum this, it just doesn't get any better. It's Florida for you. This pops into place right here. Bam. And now, for the final touches. Feels so nice to do this. It was Saturday morning. I enter, or at least try to enter work. I get in the parking lot, and a few days beforehand, I opened my door, and the door handle had like a little crack sound to it, but I ignored it at the time, so I was like, okay, whatever, it's not broken now. And then I go to open the door, and it becomes that one. This is what happens when I try to open the door, and I'm like, okay, how do I fix this? What do I do? So then I just rolled my window down and opened the door from the outside. Or actually, no, that's not even what I did the first time. That's what I've been doing the past 2 days. First time I actually climbed over my seats and climbed out that way. It wasn't really much of an inconvenience. There's a guy in my state that I've seen on Facebook that has a lot of Celicas to part out. So I was like, you know what, it'll be like 2-day shipping. He lives close to me. So I hit him up and it was like 10 bucks for the door handle and then 5 bucks for the shipping. Any other website and any other suppliers I had would have charged me like 20 bucks for the door handle or even more, and then however much for the shipping. I don't know if that one guy's going to be watching this video, but if you are, thank you. This helped me out a lot. I appreciate it. Did I forget to mention like and subscribe?